So hi everyone, I'm Jai and today we are going to see the different types of routing protocols. The routing protocols are having mainly two types. There is the intra-domain routing protocol and inter-domain routing protocol. Intra-domain is further divided into two types, that is the distance vector and link state. The actual implementation of the distance vector routing protocol is RIP and the implementation of the link state routing protocol is OSPF, Open Shortest Path First. And RIP is Routing Information Protocol. The second type is inter-domain, and the example of the inter-domain is path vector, which is implementation, and the example is BGP. Okay, that is Border Gateway Protocol. Now let's see these all protocols one by one. Let's first see the RIP, which is the Routing Information Protocol. The RIP, the Routing Information Protocol, it is the intra-domain routing protocol. What is the meaning of intra-domain routing protocol? Intra-domain routing protocol, it means that this routing protocol, it lies within an autonomous system. What is autonomous system? An autonomous system can be anything which is consists of small area. So your college campus can be an autonomous system. The society that you are living can be considered as autonomous system. So within the autonomous system, if you want to implement some routing protocols, the RIP is the best choice. The RIP, it uses the metric and the distance is defined in number. So we know that in the Dijkstra's algorithm or the distance vector protocol, okay, we were considering the distance as some value, some integer value, right? In the RIP, we are actually using the hop count, right? So if the router is having more than 15 hops, let's say they are having 16, it means it is infinite. If you want to send any packet which is 16 routers away, in that case it is not possible in this RIP protocol because it should be within the autonomous system, right? It should be considerably small area. Now let's see the second type, which is OSPF, Open Shortest Path First. It is again inter-domain routing protocol. We know that inter-domain, it means within autonomous system. The OSPF, it divides the autonomous system into different areas. Okay, so what is area? Area is actually collection of network, host, router, and these all things within the autonomous system. Okay, and routers which are present in the area, it will send the data, it will broadcast the data to all the routers because these routers are talking with each other. If you know, these routers are actually sending data, they are sending information to the neighbors routers after some period, let's say every 15 second, or let's say every 30 second, let's say every 1 minute, they are sharing the information. Why they are sharing the information? Because the traffic is very dynamic. At some time some link is so much congested, at some time the link is having no traffic at all, at some time some router is not working. It can also happen that some link is broken, the router is congested. These all things are continuously happening in the network. So to solve this thing, to take the dynamic decision, all this router needs to share information with each other. So that is why it is written that it flood the information to its own area, to the area in which the router is present. In the OSPF, the border of an area, there are some special routers there are special routers which are available. They are known as border routers. Okay, and these routers will send information to other areas. Some special areas are also there which are the backbone, and the backbone is the considered as the main routers, and all the remaining routers will share the information to the backbone routers. In the open shortest path first, it allows the administrator to add cost, assign cost, so you can also add the information statically. You can also add the information dynamically as well as the statically. Okay, which type of information you can add, like the delay, throughput, and so. Now let's see the figure of the OSPF, you can see that these are the areas. So there is a one autonomous system is divided into area. The main area, the area 0 is the backbone area, and there are backbone routers. Using these backbone routers, the information will be shared outside the autonomous system to the internet, and less important areas are known as the different area, let's say area 1 or area 0. So they are not the backbone, they are the other areas. Okay, and all the information within other area will share the information to the backbone routers. There is a ABR routers, which are the border routers. Okay, autonomous system border routers, and it will share information within the area or to the internet. Right, now let's see the last routing protocol, that is a path vector. The path vector, it is not the inter-domain routing protocol, it is an inter-domain. It means that if you want to communicate within a different autonomous system, between different autonomous system, in that case we have to use the path vector. You can see that in this area there are several autonomous systems. There is the A1, A2, A3, A4, these all autonomous system. So if we want to communicate with different autonomous system, we have to use the path vector. Okay, and in particular autonomous system there is a one table, and in the table the information is that which autonomous system is present in which area. So there is a one autonomous system, there is a autonomous system 1. In the autonomous system 1 there are different areas, there is such as A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5. So in the table there are two information, the destination area and the autonomous system. After that you can see that there are different areas C1, C2, C3 within the autonomous system AS3, and to communicate within the autonomous system these all are connected via one router, and this router is actually a speaker node. Speaker node, it is the main router which share information between different autonomous system. So this autonomous system, they are communicating with each other using this different speaker routers. Okay, so this is how the path vector routing protocol works.